Hey everybody, it's Chandra Faith with Reading Rainbows Divination, here with another pick a card reading for you guys. And today we are connecting to our divine masculine energies. So if you are like me and was raised as a feminine or really associate yourself with feminine energy, this would be a great reading for you, since I believe that we both have masculine and feminine energies, and the best way to find the best outcome in your life and flow is by balancing out that masculine and feminine energy. So we're going to take a look at what masculine energy is guiding you and what else you need to know about it. So we have pile number 1, Ant-Man, pile number 2, Lego Man, and pile number 3, Venom. So pick your pile and I'll see you there. Bye. Hey everybody, it's me, Chandra Faith, here with Reading Rainbows Divination, and you've chosen the pick a card to connect with your divine masculine energy. Ooh, that big sound. So today, well, first of all, pile 1s who chose Ant-Man. You guys are my initiators, if you don't know already. And we're going to set the intention candle for the rest of the readings. So, as I usually do, I'm going to look for my scissors. Sorry, pile 1. I was like, it's right there. I can't see the forest for the scissors. Anyway, all right. We're going to cut at any negative bonds that any of the viewers have. Boop. And then we're gonna light it up. Light it up. I just had my lighter. Sorry again, pile 1s. Hope you are patient. Usually pile 1, well, every time pile 1 has been my long readings. I think this is why I couldn't, because I was using a blue one, and now this red one is reminding me that I forgot to talk about why we're lighting this candle. So red represents Mars, and you can probably tell because if you're watching this when I post this, Mars is very in the sky, very red. So it definitely has that red planet, gets that red planet name. So Mars is also known to rule the masculine energies. So that's what we're going to connect into, is that red masculine energy. Red is also fire, passion, action, and action. That's what I view the masculine energy within us as, the action body, while the female energy is emotional. So let's connect to our divine masculine energy within us. Pile number 1s, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. I do light it, circle around 21 times clockwise to let the love in, and voila, there we go. Okay, so we are going to be using my good friend Aleister Crowley, whatever you like. I don't think he minds. I usually just call him Aleister. He's been dead for a while, folks, but we talk. Anyway, I'm using the Thoth Tarot for your main reading. And let's get some insight on your divine masculine energy within you. Pile 1. And yeah, as I was saying in the choosing part of this video, where you're choosing your pile, I think this reading for me is personally helpful because I'm very connected to my feminine energies and not so much of my masculine energy. It's harder for me to do actions, think logically, and I also have no air in my sign, so I definitely don't have a lot of interest in logical thinking or just thinking in general. I don't, and I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm pretty flighty. So we got the Princess of Cups. Let's see, whoopsies. 8 of Swords, interference. The Hermit, all right. Let's clarify those cards. Whoa. Your love is 1 in a million. Goes on and on. Okay, whoop. Here we go. Oh, perfect. Knight of Cups, Prince of Discs, and the Tower. And your bottom of the deck energy is oppression. Okay, so your masculine energy is very, it reminds me of like a fairy tale prince. And you haven't really connected to your true masculine self because I think you would seem like, no, how could I be a prince? Like, I feel like my masculine energy is more, I feel like a casual dude, or you think that you just can't be royalty. It's just not possible, but you are, and we're gonna get through your royal business. So we have the Princess of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups, and I'm seeing here kind of like these two childhood sweethearts that are connecting to each other in grown-up life. So what I'm seeing here is that this top row is about our consciousness and what's going on the surface, what we present to the world, while what's on the bottom is the unconscious and things that we haven't really looked at that we should be looking at that aren't really in the forefront of our lives. So when we have Princess of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups, this is the masculine within you. For most of you, you're presenting your feminine, your princess side, when underneath you are both the damsel in distress and the knight that's going to save you from the dragon and the tower. You're everything, all in one package. So you gotta tap into the prince aspect of yourself. If you're usually the kind of person who goes into victim mentality and I mean, oh my gosh, I've been working with that mindset of victim mentality since I was a kid. So it's a hard process because victim mentalities are traced to traumas. And of course, as a child, if you experience trauma, you want someone to save you. You need someone to save you. You're pretty much powerless over these big emotions, big events that shape your life in a negative way. But just remember that you are the knight within you. You can save yourself. And that doesn't mean isolating yourself from other people, but you are able to take action on things and not just wait around for a prince to save you. Someday my prince will come. No, girl or boy or person. You need to just be your own super duper Prince Charming knife. Kiss yourself awake. That's what I'm picking up. Kiss yourself awake. Sleeping Beauty could have totally just snapped out of it. So then we have Interference, 8 of Swords. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of water. My mouth is a little dry. Clarified by the Prince of Discs. I always think this is so funny because usually it's the Prince of Coin, Prince of Pentacles, but this is the Prince of Discs. And it totally sounds like Prince of Dicks. And this is not my first video where I talk about dicks, ladies and gentlemen. And I also apologize about saying the word dicks, because I did that last time. Anyway, enough about discs. Discs. Prince of Discs. So let's get some insight on this card, the 8 of Swords, Interference. Okay. Interference. Hod in the suit of air, Jupiter and Gemini. The center of the card contains 2 long swords pointing down. Let me hold this up. The center of the card contains 2 long swords pointing down, while 6 smaller ones suggesting Eastern weapons cross them, 3 on each side. The card suggests lack of persistence in intellectual matters and accidental interference. Oops. Too much force applied to small things, too much attention to detail at the expense of the principle, and more important points. When ill-dignified, these qualities produce malice, pettiness, and domineering characteristics. Patience and detail of study, great care in some things, counterbalanced by equal disorder in others. Impulsive, equally fond of giving or receiving money or presents, generous, clever, acute, selfish, and without strong feeling of affection. Admires wisdom, yet applies it to small and unworthy objects. Narrow, restricted, petty, a prison. So, the 8 of Swords in regular tarot, or the Rider-Waite tarot, is a person who is blindfolded and surrounded by the swords, and it seems like they can easily cut themselves out of it. And so this interference that you're feeling, this prison, is the one you're creating. It kind of looks like a cage, or you could imagine 4 of these 8 swords would make 4 walls into like a prison, and that'd be kind of a scary prison if your bars were swords. That doesn't sound fun. And again, you get the Prince of Discs to clarify that. So let's read about him. The Prince of Discs. Discs. Okay. Prince of Discs rules 21 Aries to 20 Taurus. That might be in your sign. Airy part of earth, or the fluorescence and fruitification of that element. He is seated in a chariot drawn by an ox. His helmet is crowned by a bull, and he holds a disc resembling a globe. And marked with mathematical symbols. In his other hand, he carries a scepter surrounded by a cross. The card symbolizes the function of bringing forth on the earth the vegetation, which is the sustenance of the spirit itself. Increase of matter increases good or evil, solidifies, practically applies things, steady, reliable. If ill-dignant, he is selfish, animal, and material, stupid, in either case slow to anger, but furious if roused. So what's sticking out to me here is this globe with the mathematical symbols. So what I'm seeing here is that you're hiding that analytical, good at math, good at science part. These are masculine traits that you can bring out. But right now you're in this cage, and you might get nervous around mathematical, scientific things. I know I do sometimes when I feel overwhelmed, but I did go through lots of math and science in high school, but I did consider that masculine traits to be good at math and science is more of a guy's thing, is what I thought in high school. So what I'm seeing is that you need to break out of this cage that you created for yourself. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to be smart. There's nothing wrong with being smart. Our society tries to dumb us down so that we can follow rules. And that's scary. We don't want more stupid people. We need more smart people. So your masculine energy is this sciencey nerd, scientist knight prince. And it's underneath. You're still hiding behind your fears of what you would truly be if you embraced your masculine energies of strength, nobility, masculine love, and knowledge. And not only the academic knowledge, scientific knowledge, mathematical knowledge, but knowledge of how the world works and how it can work best for you, for your highest good. Then we have the Hermits, clarified by the Tower. Whoa, big cards, big energies here at this last portion of your reading. So let's see what this deck says about the Hermits. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, just thinking, when will my life begin? Ooh, I'm getting that for you. You're like totally, if you've seen the movie Tangled, this may resonate with you, but it's the idea that she's imprisoned in the tower, and she has all these abilities and creativity, but she keeps it inside until one day I forget what happened actually. Somehow she got out of the tower, and then she meets a man and they go on their journey. So it's like this feminine is coming out of her hiding to show her masculine traits, guided by a masculine person. So it's just all about bringing your masculine side to the surface so that you can be the most successful. So let me just find the Hermit real quick. The letter to which this card is attributed is the letter Yod, the foundation of all other letters of the Hebrew alphabet. The symbolism is that of creator of life, and his representative is the spermatozoon. For that reason, the card is called the Hermit. In the same order of ideas, the Hermit holds the lamp, whose center is the sun. The egg, surrounded by the coils of a snake, typifies the universe, while the snake signifies the fluidic essence of light, which is the life of the universe. In this card are traces of the legend of Persephone. The serpent wand here, seen growing out of the abyss, is the wand of Mercury, the guide of the soul to the lower regions. The letter Yod means a hand, and the hand is the center of the design. Illumination from within, secret impulse from within, practical plans derive accordingly, retirement from participation in current events. So what I'm seeing is that you need to go down into the depths of your psyche and learn from your masculine self, from your divine masculine energy within you, so that you can create this tower moment, because you're stuck in the tower. You're in princess mode right now. You need to be problem-solving knight scientist mode, and you want the tower to crumble. The tower is your prison. It is what is holding you back, because your overall energy is dun, 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 10 of Wands, oppression. Pile 1, you are carrying a big load, and you are being a pack mule when you are a thoroughbred horse. If you get my horse lingo, you need to be letting go of these ideas and thoughts that hide your masculine traits, which are, again, strength and knowledge and this ability to really, I'm still really getting that you're hiding how smart you are for some reason. That something happened to you in your past, especially in childhood, where being smart was not cool, and you were like, all right, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to hide how easy things are for me to understand these, or maybe you're also just hiding your interests, and that maybe, say you are really into science, you were missing out on other scientists, other science adventurers. I had another word in mind, but yeah, you're missing out on your science adventures. So go into your psyche, find that masculine energy. I don't know if there's masculine energy finding meditations, but by just saying that, it's manifested already. But find a way through, maybe just regular meditating, and just see if you can connect to that masculine energy of action, of being bold enough to show who you are, how much knowledge you have, and not being ashamed. Because by holding yourself back, you may be keeping yourself from some pain, but you're also keeping yourself away from connecting with people who are as smart as you. It's something you need to just let out to the world, is what I'm getting. So yeah, shine that knowledge light out. It is cool to be smart. It's imperative that you need to be smart, especially now in these times, because we can't just all rely on the next president to solve all our problems. We've got to do things on our own to create real change. And ignorance is taught to be bliss because you're not changing anything. But honestly, bliss is not sitting in heaven doing nothing. Bliss is change for the better, whether it be within you or within society, but it always starts with you. If you want to change society, start with yourself. Pile 1s. For reals. So, the next thing. Oh! I'm really excited to use these cards. This is from one of my favorite readers, the Hermit Tarot. And I'll link her channel down below because she's been such a great inspiration for me, and I'm so excited to have her deck. I'm such a fangirl. So let's use this to see what kind of messages you have coming from from that divine energy within you, pile 1. Let's just get some out there. Some messages from the divine masculine then pile 1. Oh, that's a lot. Let's stop it there. Okay, so we've got 1 pentacle, 1 disc, you matter. I meant what I said. You hurt me, but I guess that's okay. Or you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. I miss you. Do you? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? 7, I dream about you a lot. Too much. I am addicted to you. So I feel like what these cards are saying is that your masculine energy is hiding out in your dreams, in your subconscious, and you haven't really let him out of the proverbial closet. And this is what's causing you a lot of insecurity in your life, is that you're not connecting to that strong masculine force. Look up what divine masculine traits are and work with that. And it just, with this I'm addicted to you card, and I dream about you a lot, and I miss you, I feel like your divine masculine is trying to come out in dreams. So you might have dreams, I don't know exactly what the symbols are for masculinity, but maybe dreams of father figures, brother figures, authority figures. That's something that could come up, especially if you're dreaming about your dad or a male caregiver. That's a big sign that your masculine energy is trying to come out and that you need to show that to the world. For this one's, I meant what I said, and you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So these are things that are how you're acting on the surface. And what I'm getting from what I meant what I said is that you're saying that in your head. You're probably, I'm getting this picture of someone helping someone with their homework, but also not showing they're that smart and hiding that. And in your head, you're saying, you're trying to help them out, but at the same time not showing that you know all this knowledge. I don't know, that was a really weird message, but take it as you want. But it's also this, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess, is that it hurts you inside to hide your abilities, to hide your intellectual abilities. It really does. And at the same time, you're afraid you're going to hurt other people's feelings by being smart, by holding yourself back in some way. So don't do that. Just let it out. And people will need your help, especially if you're hiding like some great mathematical power you have. Just let it out slowly. You can just say obscure intellectual references and see how that feels, but like slowly get out that mind, that your mind, I feel like you're hiding it. So with the 1 pentacle, I feel like you're starting at the beginning with the bounty that you're going to receive through your knowledge. So that also goes with the You Matter card, because you're finding your worth slowly and surely by acknowledging your wisdom, your intellect. And it's really not helping anyone by hiding this great knowledge or this this personality that you have that is really interested in books and learning and science and math or whatever you think is kind of nerdy, or just people have put you down before for being into studying, learning, and that sort of thing. But you don't have to be. You don't have to listen to them. Pile 1. You are a real great person, and your masculine energy really wants to come out and be wicked smart, like Good Will Hunting. Wicked smart. So then we're going to use love and relationships and see if there's any advice that your divine masculine energy has, and or how to work with your divine masculine energy. So let's see what we get from here. Pile 1. Wholeness. Oh, I forgot to talk about this card. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? And what I'm getting from that card is that if you showed your true smarty pants self, your Big Bang Theory, out into the open, I'm feeling that you would imagine you would clear the room, or people would be like, oh my gosh, what are they talking about? I don't care. And you just feel like they would leave. They would leave if they found out how smart you were. I've been there. In high school, I really dumbed myself down because I thought to be a hot girl, you gotta not know that much, or you get more attention if you know less. And that is just an effing lie, Pile 1. Your mind is sexy, for real. So let's get some love and relationship messages from their divine masculine energy. Oop. Okay, I'll get this one too. Okay. Oh, these are such sneaky cards. Okay, you got a couple. Okay. Wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. FYI, whoever is listening, extra icing is totally welcome, as it's obviously the most delicious part. So yeah, we have this wholeness card where I think that you are very out of touch with, or not completely in touch with, your masculine energy within you, and that you need to bring that masculine part out, that action, that boldness to show who you are. And that's how you're going to be whole. And that's how you're going to create the best possible outcome in your life, is if you balance your feminine masculine energies. Then we have, was this the next card? Yeah. Honesty. This heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results is a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited, except the bagpipe players, but you know they'll show up anyway. Yeah, bagpipe players. So yes, that honesty. And you need to go within, recognize your gifts, and just tell the truth from then on. Don't dumb yourself down. Be honest with people about how much you know. Seek out people who have the same interest as you, or the same IQ as you. All right, we have initiative. You see that? It's very bright in the camera. Step right up. You're being awarded a boost of initiative. This potent potion will give you the gusto you need to move your life in a previously unexplored direction. If you're in a relationship, then it's time to take initiative and make some interesting plans for you and your partner. If you're not in one, it's time to reach out to old friends, go on adventures, and potentially meet some new cohorts. Either way, this great journey is beginning with one small step or one short text or whatever. I'm not the boss of you. Oh my gosh, perfect. That adventure, that science adventure to find other science adventurers or whatever your intellectual pursuits are, take that initiative. Go do more research, read more books on what you like, and slowly you'll meet the other people who are also interested in the same things as you. No score keeping. I cut ties with past conflicts and make my personal life a clean, shiny slate. Beginning this moment, everything is new. When an old grievance repeats itself in my head, I introduce it to my new head tenants. Tolerance and equanimity. Then I give it its stupid t-shirts and records back and tell it to leave. So this is a card about letting go of the past. You've been hurt in the past about showing how smart you are, and you need to let that go. And accept yourself. Look up tolerance and equanimity. What does that mean to you? But really, it's about, wiping that slate clean and moving forward and being the best possible person you can be. Do not hide your gifts. Cleansing. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery, objects lurking in your closets, consider this a prescription to clean house mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies verbally. It's hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of your emotional space is cluttered with psychic bric-a-brac. So enjoy a major guilt-free flush out, and not to worry, you can always find new psychic bric-a-brac in the metaphorical clutter section of Craigslist. Cleansing. So look at that. This is your overall bottom of the deck energy, is this big burden, this oppression. And the only way to deal with that oppression is to clear your thoughts out so that that divine masculine self can come out and really show itself. And it might be scary. You might have social anxiety or an anxiety over being in public and really speaking your mind. And first, before you do that, cleanse yourself out. Do some cleansing and meditations so that your mind is open to new possibilities. We have wants and needs. I take stock of my relationships and I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired and either may be acquired. But that's getting into Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those, though some of us might need to. So acknowledge your wants and needs for yourself first, because I think you've been putting other people's wants and needs in front of yours and creating this dumbed down persona of yourself to fit in when you haven't considered if the people that you're trying to protect from your intellectual self, are they really going to be hurt by learning that you're smart? Are they going to stop being your friend? And if they are, that's probably means that you shouldn't be friends, because a friend should accept their friend no matter how smart they are. And as a person who has friends, I enjoy smart friends. Smart friends. I got smart friends. I got smart friends and I cannot lie. Anyway, maturity. I make peace with the tough relationships in my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life and see value in even the most broken pieces. Maturity. Yeah, again, that hermit energy, that old man energy, that wisdom energy. Connect into that and bring it out into the light. All right, so now it's time for some divination blocks to get a little more insight and more messages from your divine masculine energy. All right, we got a 3, a 1, or a 13. It's going to be Friday the 13th this week. A P and a cow. Moo. I remember when I was doing my divine feminine energy reading, I got the cow. And so this is reminding me of, since we're doing a masculine reading, it reminds me of the bull, and there's also a B for bull. And what I'm getting is the that story of Ferdinand, how he was a sweet bull and didn't want to fight anyone. And I feel like you're in that stage, and that something is you're gonna have that bumblebee moment where Ferdinand sets on a bee and then he has to be put in the arena. And you're gonna have that moment where maybe you're gonna slip up and be like, say something really smart, and people are gonna be like, what? I didn't know you were so smart. I didn't know you were even talking before. Or maybe it's hard for you to talk in social settings. I'm still getting that energy for some of you. So wait for that moment. Be prepared for that moment. Go within and appreciate yourself for all the knowledge you have and the potential of helping others in the future. So then, let's get some charms. And then I'll let you go, pile 1. All right. Oh, not too many, but we've got a 1, another 1, 11. I'm filming this right after midnight, after 11:11, so it's not 11:11 anymore, but 11's there for you. And we've got a B. Did I put that right? Yeah, a B. And then we have, this is so funny that I got this. Behind an able man, this is a fortune cookie, fortune. Behind an able man, there are always other able men. Wow, what a great message for your masculine reading, pile 1, because that's what I'm talking about. Once you embrace your abilities, then show it to the world, you're going to find other people to work with you and share your interests. So I'm going to read that one more time. Behind an able man, behind an able man, there are always other able men or people. But connect to that man within you, is what I'm saying. The man within, and let him out. So that's all I have for you, pile 1. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey everybody, it's me, Chandra Faith, with Reading Rainbows Divination, and this is another pick a card reading about connecting with your inner divine masculine. So you are, or you picked, pile number 2 with the Lego Man. Hello. Today for your main reading, we'll be using this Thoth Tarot by my good friend Aleister Crowley. And let's begin. Okay, Spirit, can we get some insight on pile number 2's masculine energy and how they can connect to their masculine energy within them? Pile 2. Oh my god. Okay, not that many flipped over, but ooh wee. I don't even know where to begin. Where do I even begin? Pile 2. Just flip me upside down. So let's just do it like this. Or no. That's where I'm guided to do. Wow, you've got a lot of big female energy and then a male energy, but all, what's it called? People cards. These are all people cards. So big energies within you. Getting that big reputation. Big reputation. Ooh, you and me would be a big conversation. Taylor Swift. Okay, wow. Wow, guys. Let's see. This is all on the bottom under here. So, all right. And your overall bottom of the deck energy is peace, peace, 2 of Swords. All right, let's go over what you got, pile 2, for your masculine energy. The Priestess, clarified by the Prince of Wands. The last pile got the Princess of Cups clarified by the Prince, or no, the Princess got clarified by a Knight, and your Priestess being clarified by a Prince. So we'll look into that more. Then we have the Empress, clarified by the Princess of Swords. The Hangman, clarified by Success. The Hermit, and Truce, 4 of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is that, yes, your masculine side is still underneath, in your subconscious. And move this back over here. And that's why it's under in this bottom of the reading or spread. And you're very in tune with your feminine power already, and these are big feminine powers, the Priestess and the Empress, very intuitive and mothering and all around strong woman energy is around you. And underneath you is the Prince of Wands and the Princess of Swords. So with the Priestess clarified by the Prince of Wands, you have this very divine feminine energy that you've connected with, but you also have this masculine energy, masculine power that you can tap into and grow those masculine aspects so you can be more balanced, because it's really great to be all into your feminine energies and really own up to that, but you can't overlook that masculine energy within you, and it's so powerful. So look into that, pile 2. And then we have the Empress, clarified by the Princess of Swords. And what I'm getting here is that the Empress energy is, again, that powerful divine energy that you've already connected with. But what's under here is that your masculine side is still learning, is still starting out that fight. He's not like a full King of Swords. He's in princess energy, or your masculine energy is in princess energy, but you're fighting. You're like a warrior princess. You're moving up. See how she's moving up these steps? I feel like that's just challenges you have in your life, and you're slowly using that masculine side that you thought was not so great, not like very strong in me, but I'm slowly learning to step out my masculine side and bring it out into the light so that I can be really whole and really fulfill my life with the best kind of energy. And this balancing act between the masculine and feminine is so important. So you keep that infinity side flowing within you. So your masculine side is slowly learning, slowly fighting up to connect to this great big empress energy you have already piled to. So then we have the hangman, clarified by success, hermit, and the four of swords. So what I'm seeing here is that you have, again, so much potential underneath. And right now you are suspended in this idea of looking into your masculine self, that you're just on the cusp of starting to dig in and see, what is my masculine self look like? Who is he? What is that within me? So what these cards are showing is that it's an energy that's going to bring you both success materially and also balancing your thoughts. Swords are, to me, thoughts, and it's just this imagery here is just this big connectedness, balancedness, but truth. So let me read about that. Shall I see what the deck says about this? Okay. Four of Swords. Truce, Chesed in the suit of air, Jupiter, and Libra. The four swords in this card are at the corner of St. Andrew's Cross. Their points are sheathed in a rose of 49 petals. This represents the establishment of dogma and convention in the realm of intellect. Divinatory meaning: rest from sorrow, yet after and through it. Peace from after war, relaxation of anxiety. Quietness, rest, ease, and plenty, yet after struggle. Goods of this life, abundance modified by dignity as usual. Convalescence, recovery from sickness, change for the better. So in regular tarot, this is my dream card. And here it's balancing those energies from your dream world, from your 3D reality. And it's all going to happen once you connect to that masculine energy within you. Is that these things will fall into place more readily. And what I'm seeing here is that you just need to take time for yourself and go within and really be alone. No one around you, no roommates, no boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, just you, and go out there and connect to that masculinity within you. A lot of different things could come up. You could see if you're afraid of it. Are you feel challenged by the masculine energy with you? Did you not know you even had a masculine energy within you? So check that out, because there is a lot hidden beneath that surface. And then your overall energy is peace. So let me read about that. Two of Swords, peace. Chokma in the suit of air, moon, and Libra. In this card are two crossed swords united by a blue rose with 5 petals, which emits white rays, producing a geometrical pattern, which suggests energy beyond the onslaught of the disruption of the intellect. Contradictory characters in the same nature: strength through suffering, pleasure after pain, sacrifice and trouble, yet strength arising therefrom. Symbolized by the position of the rose as though the pain itself had brought forth beauty. Arrangement, peace, restored, truth and untruth, sorrow and sympathy, aid to the weak, arrangement, justice, unselfishness, also a tendency to repetition of affronts on being pardoned, injury when meaning well, given to petitions, also a want of tact, and asking questions of a little moment talkative. Quarrel made up, yet still some tension in relationships, actions sometimes selfish, sometimes unselfish. So with this peace card, again, it's that finding that balance. These two swords look to me as your masculine and feminine energies. And that, again, going within and really appreciating the masculine energies, and maybe masculine energies in general, that you need to find peace in the men who have hurt you in your life. Look into that and create peace amongst those relationships. And the best way to do that is through forgiveness. So look into all your masculine or your relationships with males and see if anything pops out there, because that is also a great way to find where you're blocked and how you can balance more of your energies. And that can also show you why you're so afraid, if you are, of your masculine energies, and what you can do to befriend it. Befriend your masculine energy like you would your inner child, if you've done inner child work, or even your masculine inner child. So look into that, and your relationships with males as well. So let's, now we're gonna get some messages or advice from the divine masculine within you. I'm gonna be using the Hermit Tarot, one of my favorite readers. I'll link her channel down below. And let's see if we have any messages for pile number 2 from their divine masculine energy. Alrighty. So we got 11, this love scares me. Ooh, I'm getting from that, I'm getting that you're so in tune with this really big female energies that it scares you to think that you could love that masculine part of yourself, because you believe that you owe so much to the feminine part of yourself or to your feminine relationships, and maybe you also had trouble with relationships involving males, and that it's scary for you to connect to that male energy. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So again, that goes with that hurt that you've been feeling, and more forgetting than forgiving is what I see has been going on for many of you. I don't want to lose you. So there is a yearning for your feminine side to be balanced with your masculine side, that you won't have that spark that you have, the Prince of Wands. You won't have that spark because that masculine energy is what has propelled your feminine energy. If you are in really benefiting from your feminine power, that there is a masculine aspect that is also helping you get it out there and put it forth. And I think that is that little spark that you have, that masculine energy within you. Let me hold you. Yeah. Like, a lot of people think that feminine energy is the nurturing, and it is, that's a big part of feminine energy, but the masculine energy can also be a nurturer. There's a mom, there's a dad, and they're both nurturing caregivers. So find a way to connect into your masculine self, masculine energy, and let that energy hold you. Take care of you like a father, like a big brother. Do you even see me that way? What I'm getting more here is, do you even see that you have this great masculine prince energy within you that you can use and you can heal? I need more time. Yes, you are going to need time to go within and find that spark and that balance that will really get you to peace. And look at what's under there. The universe. Once you find that peace and balance between your masculine and feminine energies, it will be like a big sigh of relief. 15, I'm addicted to you. So again, this is a feeling of your masculine self sounds like they're trapped, or like you buried them in a cave or left them in a cave or something like that. And he's been trying to come out, and I believe the masculine energy has helped you unconsciously. So it's been trying to get your attention. That's what I'm getting, is that the addiction is your masculine energy is nagging at you, or that your past relationships with males has been nagging at you. And thoughts can be addicting too. It's addicting behavior to get in these cycles and not let go of what has hurt you, and using what has hurt you to transcend and grow. I meant what I said. So really listening to your inner masculine. Listen to what they are saying, or he is saying. What is that masculine within you saying? What are the messages that they have for you? So we're going to use the love and relationships Affirminators Oracle cards to see what kind of messages are coming through from that divine masculine energy within you, pile 2. So let's see. Okay. Just fix this up real quick. Okay. Let's see what you got. Reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seem small and significant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factors. So what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you're like me, where I feel I grew up with a mom who I had to wake up to take me to school, and she didn't really have a good reliability record on saying the time she'd get there, or she was usually late for me to be picked up and all this stuff. And I associate that with the feminine traits, and I associate more masculine traits to be more on the clock, getting up. And it's funny because my husband was the exact opposite, and with his dad would wake him up and make sure that he was on time, and he had that authoritarian method to get him to do things. So it is that masculine energy where maybe you need to focus on being on time more, or using your energies wisely, your time wisely. Ooh. So I think your inner masculine will help you with that. Or that by, like, say it is a habit for you to go to things late, work on leaving earlier, and when you get in touch with your masculine side, see how you can sync up your clocks and figure out ways to be more reliable and on time, is what I'm getting. So then we have pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. So what I'm getting from this is treating your masculine self like you would treat an inner child as well. What would your masculine side want to do that's pleasing to him, to that energy? What masculine thing do you want to do that you haven't thought of doing? What does your masculine side want to do? But first of all, you've got to talk to your masculine side first. Then we have loyalty. Look at those trees holding hands. I'm there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport, no problem. Bail you out of jail, you bet. Go see your band again, maybe. The point is, when I stand with them, I know I'm part of something special. And to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember they're standing with me too. So again, this is another card that I'm getting where this harmony is there once you connect your feminine and masculine energies. You're a great, strong feminine presence, but there is a need for balance, to find that inner masculine within you, and understand that you might have been betrayed a lot from male figures, but once you learn to forgive, you can then grow loyalty and understand that the masculine part of you is the divine masculine, where their intentions are for your highest good within you. So talk to your masculine self within you and see what they need and build a trust with them. Sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts for the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of an orange, the sounds of the forest, the texture of corduroy? I don't know, your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever your senses can grab hold of, even if that means you're being sensual. Gross. Sensuality. So again, that's going with that pleasure idea and finding out what your masculine side needs. Go within and talk and say, what sensory input do you need? What can connect you with my feminine energy? And how do I become more whole? So ask your divine masculine self about that. Ownership. I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. So what I'm getting from this is owning that you have a divine masculine within you, that you can use that energy to be an even better power female, if that's who you are, or just a better person in general, because it seems like that prince within you is hiding and you haven't taken ownership of the power that masculine energy holds. And here we have depth. As new people show up in my life, I look for all the weird, wonderful, complex layers below their surface. I can't be surprised by someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like the brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by its haircut. So this layering idea is showing to me that idea of going back into your past. Again, looking at those male relationships, your relationships with your father. What is that like and how is that affecting you right now? Find that depth. Swim those depths. Deep sea dive. Alrighty, so let's get some divination blocks. Alrighty. We've got a J. We've got a J, an L, or no, it's not L, a turtle, an S, and a B. So if any of those letters stand out. And then the turtle I have is the turtle coming out of his shell, is what I'm getting, is that your masculine side is just this cute little turtle and he's been hiding inside because no one knew he existed, and then they poked his little head out. And you can also look up turtle spiritual meanings and see what messages that has for you as well. And then finally, get some stamps and charms, see what we get. Okay, so I have this, I don't know if you can see that, but it's an acorn and it's growing, it's sprouting this beautiful plant that's growing out of it. And again, that's like that turtle idea that from an acorn something big grows out of it. So finding that little tiny, I feel like your masculine energy is so tiny, and saying, hey, find me, and we'll spark up so much great things together. So look into that. I have this seashell with a hole in it, and this reminds me again of that hiding, your shell. This is your shell, and you're ready to cast it off or climb out of that hole and connect with your masculine energy. Then we have Twilight Sparkle, the alicorn, and this is from a candy I ate, but I really like the wrapper. But what I'm getting from this is that you want to show your masculine side, bring him out to the light, and see how you can incorporate that within your meditations, within who you are. What are you ignoring? Bring it out into the light and make it magical. You work with that divine masculine energy. Then we have a 4 and a 1. So yeah, if those resonate for you, cool. And that's all I have for you today, pile 2. So I'll see you next time in the next reading. Bye. Hello, it's me, Shander Faith, and you guys are pile number 3, or you chose pile number 3, and you chose Venom. Let's see if he works. Oh wait, he used to roll around, but now he's old, he's retired. He's a retired Venom guy. All right, so we are connecting with your divine masculine within. And for your main reading, we're going to be using the Thoth Tarot by my good friend Aleister Crowley. And yeah, I thought I had more to say, but I don't. Okay, so let's connect to pile number 3's divine masculine energy. Let's get some insight on this divine masculine energy within pile number 3. Okay, wow. Shouts out to that wow gif of Owen Wilson. I talked about this on another, my gosh, on another video. But yeah, I just getting that kind of Owen Wilson, kind of also like hippie surfer vibe. And you have the Prince of Cups down here. And it's very interesting. All the piles had the Prince or Knight energy on the bottom under the surface. So what I'm getting is that all of you guys who chose to watch this video are not as connected to their or masculine side as they need to be completely balanced. And you have this at the bottom of your deck energy, is that yin and yang. That's what I'm talking about. Also it's also not just a infinity symbol, which is the 8 is an infinity symbol. It's also the Ouroboros, which is the snake eating its own tail and going in again, that cycle. So all these cycles are happening overall is change. And you're dealing with change in your life by connecting those energies. I don't think you're completely in the dark about your masculine energies because we have the sun here. And that really, I feel like your world, like you are pretty balanced, pile 3, with your masculine and feminine energies, pretty laid back. Surfer, hippie vibe that I'm getting. So connecting to your masculine energy to deal with the issues or events that are cropping up right now. And I think Spirit is showing that you are doing a great job, and to continue balancing that masculine and feminine energy within you to create the best possible outcome in your life. So first we have the sun clarified by the universe. So let's read about that from our deck. All right, this is a very beautiful card. The sun is one of my favorite cards. This card represents the Lord of the New Aeon, the Lord of Light, Life, Liberty, and Love, and the complete emancipation of the human race. The green mound represents the fertile earth, but the presence of a wall shows that the new Aeon does not mean the absence of control. The twin children are represented as dancing outside the wall because they typify the new age in human history, the stage of complete freedom from the restrictions imposed by such ideas as sin and death. Glory, gain, riches, triumph, pleasure, frankness, truth, shameless, arrogance, vanity, manifestation, recovery from sickness, but sometimes sudden death. So a lot going on here. A lot's being revealed to you, pile 3, and that you are going to use that masculine energy and feminine energy at the same time to make things work. You have the universe clarifying the sun. So you're totally working with the illuminated knowledge that you're finding, and whatever events are happening to you in your life, you're taking it in stride, and good for you. So I'm going to just read about the universe because that's also a beautiful card. The universe. This card is a tribute to the letter Tau. Together with the first card, the Fool of the World, At is spelled meaning essence. Thus, all reality is comprised in the series of which these 2 cards are the beginning and the end. The letter Tau symbolizes a fourfold extension, applicable to the transcendence of space and time by continually self-compensating change. The letter is further attributed to Saturn, the slowest of the planets, and on the other account associated with the element of earth. Saturn is the old god and the god of fertility. The placement of the letter tau upon the tree of life indicates a state of equilibrium between change and stability. The glyph on the card, therefore, symbolizes the completion of the great work. The image of the universe is a maiden, the final letter of Tetragrammaton. She is represented as dancing with the great spiral forming serpent or sun. She is surrounded by 10 symbols. About her is an ellipse composed of 72 circles for the quinaries of the zodiac. At the corners of the card are the 4 cherubim showing the established universe. In the center is the wheel of life, initiating the form of the tree of life, which is visible only to those of pure heart. On the lower part of the card is JWN, Sullivan's well-known map of the chemical elements. Divinatory meaning. The matter of the question itself, synthesis, the end of the matter, may mean delay, opposition, obstinacy, inertia, patience, perseverance, persistence, stubbornness, and difficulty, the crystallization of the whole matter involved. You have that pact deep within you, and you're working with it, pile 3, that you're creating this beautiful universe by doing that juggling act. So 2 of discs or 2 of pentacles in regular tarot is a guy that is balancing 2 coins and doing that whole infinity sign balancing act. And that's what I feel you're doing, and keep doing that. Marrying your masculine and feminine sides and discovering that each side has benefits and is like that yin and yang, that you can use both parts as a whole. So then you have success, clarified by the Prince of Cups. So I'm seeing that you have a lot of success currently right now, and are showing that that you've gotten the flow, you've gotten everything together. Your life is together. You're able to give and receive. And underneath is the Prince of Cups, which I will read to you about. Rules 21 Libra to 20 Scorpio. Airy part of water, or its elasticity and volatility, and the energy of steam. In this card, he is seated in a chariot surrounded by clouds and drawn by an eagle. He carries a lotus and a cup from which issues a spiral serpent. He is subtle, violent, crafty, artistic, of fierce nature with calm exterior, powerful for good or evil, but more attracted by the evil if allied with apparent power or wisdom. If ill-dignified, he is intensely evil and merciless. So, Cups is about emotions, releasing emotions, giving other people's emotions, offering people your feelings about them. And this Prince of Cups to me is a little angry that you're still hiding him within you, and that you can use him more to sort through your emotions and really find that cup to focus on. Right now you're focusing on the whole ocean when you just need a little cup, and focusing in on that yes, you have a balance, but since you want to accomplish so much in your life, pile 3s, it is important to look at the small moment-to-moment picture as well as the bigger picture, which you definitely are with the sun and the universe. These are big energies all around you that you're dealing with. Then we have peace, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So with peace, this was pile 2's overall bottom of the deck energy, and that is about finding that balance between the masculine and feminine, just like these 2 swords are completely balanced. And that's where you can find peace and harmony. And then we have clarified the Queen of Swords, so I'll read to you about her. Okay. Rules 21 degrees Virgo to 20 degrees Libra, the watery part of air, that is elasticity and transmissive power. She is throned out on the clouds, and her helmet carries a child's head. In one hand, a sword in the other. Oh, wait, the helmet. Oh, I see, the child's head. In one hand, a sword, and in another, a head of a man. She represents the clear perception of idea, the liberator of mind. Intensely perspective, keen observation, subtle, quick, and confident, often persevering and accurate in superficial things, graceful, fond of dancing, balancing. If ill-dignified, cruel, shy, deceitful, unreliable, though with a good exterior. Both of these cards have this little like sneakiness factor that you're still hiding. I feel like you're balanced all those elements in your life, but that masculine side is still not completely voiced in your life. That what I'm getting with this severed man head on here is that just like pile 2, whose overall energy was this piece, I think there's still also male relationships from your past or your present that are affecting you, that you can look in and see how they're affecting you, and still ask the question also, what does it feel like to be in touch with my masculine energy? What is my masculine energy telling me? What messages does the masculine energy have for me that I can balance the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine? So let's get some messages and more insight on your masculine energy. We're going to use the Hermit Tarot. She is one of my favorite YouTube readers, so I'll link her channel down below. And I'm very excited to use these cards in a reading. So let's see if we have some messages from Pile 3's Divine Masculine Energy. So many. Just go with that one, and of course more. I feel like your masculine energy has a lot to say and wants to be voiced. I just dream and wish for everything. So there is that hopeful energy within your masculine self, that if you do have a lot of healing to do with masculine people in your life and your masculine energy, you may be dreaming about masculine figures, fathers, uncles, brothers, something like that, or have males in your dreams. Go check in on that and see what kind of messages your masculine energy is sending out. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. So maybe for some of you that it is a new thing to tap into your masculine energy, and so take it slowly. And also you may have had trauma with male figures in your life, so yes, take it slowly. You don't need to accept everything and everyone all at once. Just open yourself up slowly so you can be even keep continuing to keep that control in your life that you have, because you're running an entire universe, it seems to me. So keep doing that inner healing work, especially with your masculine energy. Love is the answer, totally. As you're going through your healing journey to connect to that masculine energy, love is always there in both the masculine and the feminine. There is love, always love. So what this is saying to me is that your journey, even though it's hard, or it may be hard for some of you, there is always love behind all these lessons that are going on. And especially since there is, just seems like there's so much change everywhere, and you might have a hard time deciding on things. So remember this card. Love is the answer. If you have no answers, think of that saying, love is the answer. What does love look like to me as a solution? And figure that out. Do you even see me that way? Do you even see your masculine energy within you? Do you see who they are? Do you see that they exist? I can tell that you're balancing it, but do you understand the power it holds, is what I'm getting from that card. So ask yourself that. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? So the masculine energy within you is afraid, and I'm feeling some of that fear. So you may have some fear around masculine energies or male figures in your life. So look into that. What are you repelled by? What is angering you about male society? And what do you feel disconnected from in male society? Or how can you connect to that without feeling isolated? And how can you heal those relationships with males in your life? So ask those questions and on your healing journey. I dream about you a lot, too much. Again, another card focusing on dreams. So really get into dream journaling, taking a moment after you wake up, or waking up slightly earlier to have time to analyze your dreams. And again, focus on the male characters in your dreams. What are they telling you? What are you guys doing? How are male figures represented in your dreams? And you'll get closer to figuring that out. I want to start a family with you. So what I'm getting from this is there is deep family issues, maybe with your father, or if you weren't connected too much to your father, how is that affecting you? How is the absence of a father affecting your life? Or how has your father affected your life? Or talk to your dad if they're still around, or if he's still around. And yeah, maybe even find male people to talk to if you haven't already. Or other male figures in your life, as I said, uncles, brothers, cousins. And yeah, that whole family system is what I'm getting. I have so much desire for you. So your masculine within wants to help more. I'm feeling like for some reason I got the picture of the little hamburger helper hand and like bouncing up and down, being like, let me help you, let me give you a hand. And so I think a little more acknowledgement to your masculine self would be great and helpful. You make my heart full. So the heart, like the imagery of the heart full is that to marry that masculine and feminine within you, you will create a full heart, a complete heart, a strong one who will help you get through all these changes that are going through in your life. And then finally, sex with you. So what I'm getting from that final card is that understand what the masculine side of you wants sexually, and what does that mean to you? Or if it's hard for you to understand what that means, figure out what your feminine side likes, or if you're whatever gender you're most comfortable with. See how sex is seen from your male perspective and your female perspective. What is it that you need to open up with sex, and what masculine and feminine traits are you showing in your sexual life? So those kinds of questions or discoveries you can make. So then we will get some few more messages from your divine masculine energies, and we're going to be using the affirminators, love and relationships, and see how to connect with your masculine energy, and any advice your masculine energy has for you, pile 3. So let's see. Whoa. Whoa. Right. Any more messages for pile 3? Right. Let's start with this card. Compliments. I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it, in which case I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I'm skilled. So a message from your divine masculine is finding the good in other people, and learning to interact and compliment people, thank people for things, and start connecting yourself socially with other people, and again, seeing your relationships with men. Are there any positive males in your life that are influencing you? Do you need to find some or one? Look into that and see, find positive male models in your life. Initiative. Step right up. You're being awarded a boost of initiative. This potent potion will give you the gusto you need to move your life in a previously unexplored direction. If you're in a relationship, then it's time to take initiative and make sure interesting plans for you and your partner. If you're not in one, it's time to reach out to old friends. Go on adventures and potentially meet some new cohorts. Either way, this great journey is beginning with one small step or one short text or whatever. I'm not the boss of you. So I got this in the other pile, and I feel like it's the same message where if you have an opportunity to reach out to any male family figures, to go talk to them, take that initiative, and learn more about your relationship to them, especially with your father, is what I'm getting. And it might be a little hard to do that for some of you, and that you had that time card where you take your time, and where did that go? Anyway, take your time. Here we go. Please give me time. Take your time to take the initiative and see how you can connect, because I feel for some of you, these male relationships were hard or traumatic, and so looking in to those relationships will give you a lot of insight. And so that's why we have the open-heartedness card. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on. Oops, sorry. With an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. So open-heartedness to me is that you are opening that door to letting go, and especially if you had traumatic experiences with male figures in the past, is to not let that get you down and still connect yourself to the masculine energy within you, because it's not lost. It's there for you to make your heart whole. We got open-heartedness, and we get you make my heart full. So I feel like your heart is almost full. It's almost ready to be that true powerhouse of love and light that it can be. And you just need to heal those male relationships. So then we finally have integrity. I align myself, I'm going to show you the buffalo that's sitting in the chair. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Paradoxes hurt. So, yeah. It's, this idea that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want. You are in control of your situation. Your past does not have to control you. You can heal from your past, and forgiving doesn't mean forgetting, which I think you've mostly been trying to just forget about issues with father figures, male figures. So going within will be a way to find that integrity, that honesty, where you can find what you need to work on. And it's going to take seeing the truth and connecting to your integrity so that you can fully fill up that heart with both your balance, divine masculine and feminine energy in your heart, in that full heart. So let's get some divination blocks. So we got an airplane, a 4, a K, and a umbrella, Ella. So what I'm getting from here, so if K and 4 resonate with you, great. The airplane I have is travel, so some of you may be traveling for the holiday season to see or maybe not just the holiday season, this is a timeless reading, so maybe traveling to your parents or your father figure in your life, and you may have to deal with that. And again, connecting with your masculine self will help that, and maybe it's a way to get some answers or spend some quality time with your father figure in your life. And the umbrella I have is that protection. That umbrella is protection from the rain, and that, again, trying to find those positive male figures. If you don't have one in your family or in your close friends, then look up men that you can really look up to and be your mentors. There's a healing to be done with your masculine energy, is what I'm getting, pile 3. So then finally, let's get some stamps and charms for pile number 3. Ooh, got my cute little broken candy cane. And what I'm getting is that it's, for some of you, there is this stemming from childhood issues that will help heal your masculine within you. And what was that masculine energy that broke you, that hurt you? It could be people at school, or people at school, people at work. And where did that masculine energy break you? That's what I'm getting from this. Then we have this weird robot bug. So I'm getting this like big technology vibe. So for some of you, a part of getting in tune with your masculine energy is getting into maybe gaming or working on stuff on the computer. I like editing, and I find that a masculine trait, and that's where I find a lot of anxiety, but it's also something I really love to do. So maybe for some of you, you need to check into that technological aspect, or maybe you're always like, I don't really know how my computer works, and I always get some tech guy to do it, and maybe you need to start looking into learning about technology. Pile threes. Whoa. Oh, look at this little broom, little push broom. So you had the kind of declutter your life. Did you have that one? Well, anyway, it might have been a different pile, but what I'm getting from this is clearing out those energies. If you are holding on to traumatic experiences, to look into healing that, so you can not just sweep it out under the rug, but actually clear it out and not have to deal with it anymore. Or because not dealing with it also, or you're constantly dealing with something if it's still in the back of your head, even though you say you're ignoring it. If it's really a deep past trauma, it's still there. You're still dealing with it. It's not out of your mind just because you've forgotten or you don't bring it up. It's gonna fester more if you keep that pain within you and not heal it. So then finally we have a K, 2 Ks, a S, and a 6 or a 9. Your choice, pile 3. Well, thank you so much for stopping by at Reading Rainbow's Divination, and I'll see you next time. Bye.